All right, and welcome back to The Rip. This is episode 36. It is our Super Bowl 56 special. Damon is back. It's been a little bit. Might have been since the summer, man. I don't know.
It's been.
I think he looks a bit different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got the beard's back. Oh yeah, I went to get a haircut and they cut them all. But yeah, I just needed to switch up the look. I'm happy with it. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, pretty good. The last time I seen you, like a picture, I seen like full on, no beard, no nothing. Like.
Yeah, I looked like a 14-year-old Dutch girl. It was a bad scene, but winter hibernation. You gotta get that chinsolation going on. So didn't take long to get the beard back, thankfully. So it's a look that's staying. I'll be looking like the God of War.
That's it, man. Matt Hasselbeck, playing. I think. Maybe you can go and maybe rival Matt Stafford for the job before the Super Bowl. Honestly.
Maybe I could. He's just cut it down to stubble. You gotta kind of assert yourself on the facial hair game. But hey, we're gonna have some analysis here too. So looking forward to talking about the big game.
Oh, the Super Bowl this year is, man, this is gonna be a good one. Like I'm for real. Like I'm actually really excited for this one because this one there's no you don't have to worry about Jackson Mahomes twerking. As much as I love Tommy,
I think we have to worry about Ruben twerking.
Oh, that too. Imagine if Rube had to do that, the fucking twerking dude.
Oh god, don't even get me started.
All right, R.I.P. fucking Rube. But fucking, it's gonna be exciting because it's in LA too, right? So.
Yeah, I mean everybody's saying now it's basically gonna be the social media bowl with LA having like the massive celebrity presence there, and let's face it, the Super Bowl isn't exactly accessible for every hardcore fan in the league, so you're gonna see a massive influx of celebrities from the LA area, all these influencers and TikTokers and and hey, how about the halftime show? Is that not gonna be incredible or what?
Dude, like Dr. Dre, D.O.G.G., Eminem.
Right.
Dude, it's gonna be so. At this one, I'm like
Mary J. Blige. Do not forget the Queen.
I know. I'm telling you, 2 years in a row, I'm watching the halftime show. That's pretty good. I watched the weekend last year, obviously, because he's Canadian.
Oh, of course.
And then this year, because usually I gotta take a bathroom break to be quite honest with you. Honestly, that was really when the Pats were playing because I was like fucking nervous, So
yeah, exactly. You gotta pace around. You gotta get some appies, a little more food in you.
Exactly. But this year I'll definitely go to the TV for that because I don't know. You're a big hip hop guy.
Oh,
so
yeah, love it.
Chronic 2001, best album ever, or what?
definitely up there. It's in the short list. I wouldn't say it's all the way number one, but definitely up there.
Who's gonna steal the show out of all those guys? You think? If you had to say.
Eminem.
You think so?
Man, he's just got too much flow.
Because Eminem hasn't I don't think he's like performed in fucking forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, COVID threw everything for a loop, but I know he was touring random spots. He was doing a show in Australia, and then I think he did another one in Dubai and stuff like that. But I mean, he's got that new Peloton thing going, which is kind of cool. He's got a bunch of his music synced up with workouts there. But
push Peloton, push Peloton.
Yeah, but man, I just wish we could see him in Canada one day. But I know there's that whole ban thing from happened years ago. But maybe one day.
What is that? He's banned what? Because some lyrics or something like that?
No, it was some incident that happened in a show or something like that. I'm trying to remember all the hazy details, but I don't know if he brought him some kind of chainsaw or something fucked up like that, and it didn't have the chain removed, so there was a safety violation and turned this big ugly thing, and that's why you've never seen him cross the border ever since.
Was that the whole country or something like that? Or?
Literally, yeah.
He's banned from coming to Canada?
Yeah.
Or performing or everything.
Yeah, exactly. So he's just like, whatever. He's gonna make more money globally anyway. So
yeah, I don't think that matters that much.
Exactly.
That's crazy though, man. Fuck, I would love to see him. I would love to see him live. That'd be awesome.
Me too. One day it will happen.
Well, I mean, hey, if you wanna pay $7-8 grand US for a Super Bowl ticket, you can go see him, right? So.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's awful. I mean, throughout the whole year, LA, that stadium. I think this is the second year I think of the stadium. Mm-hmm. But I think I swear, some new celebrity in the boxes, every fucking game I was seeing on Instagram or something. Some actor or actress I follow. At the Rams game, never the Chargers though. Never the Chargers. Just a shade though.
No. Herbert's getting no love. It's all about the Rams. That's their house now.
Yeah, but not gonna lie though, those Chargers jerseys are fucking clean.
They are very.
Honestly,
cool.
I'd rather support the Chargers. I don't know, in my opinion.
I'm definitely more of a fan of their logo over the new LA Rams one. You had a good thing going there. Why do you change it to this ugly
what is that?
I know it's the Ram, but at the same time it's just. You only went with LA, dude. You could have gone with just a stylized animal, but whatever.
Because I love these jerseys.
Oh yeah, too fresh.
Yeah, no, I seen this on clearance last year. I had to pick it up. It was $50 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I Todd Gurley, but I don't know. But just making it clear, I'm not necessarily rooting for the Rams though. I'm rooting for the Bengals though.
That's right.
100%. I want to see the Bengals. Oh, Joey B, man. Oh, dude, just the drip. Now everybody's just seeing the drip now. Like I'm telling you.
Oh,
you see these guys' Instagram captions? Like.
Yeah, no, he's lighting it up right now, and you know what? Like, good on him. I mean, I think this is the first time we've ever seen in the history of the NFL that we have the prospect of a quarterback winning a Heisman, winning a national championship, and going on to win a Super Bowl all within a 3-year span. That is insane.
It's insane, yeah.
Right, and it's a great sign for the future of the league too, because you have that change in the card. Yeah, we've seen Tom Brady retire, we see Big Ben's retiring now, but now the new generation of those elite quarterbacks are coming in, and that's going to form the nucleus of how the next 10, 15 years of play are going to be, and I think we're in for some exciting times.
No, I'm so excited because what's it called? Like I still remember him and Haskins going at it. I remember, like him and JT, like him, like he was playing under JT at one point.
Yeah, he was
at Ohio State. So just crazy just to see it, and what he's done. I wasn't bitter about him going to LSU because that was the best for his career, right? So
yeah, of course.
Clearly it was.
It was, yeah. Look how it worked out. Goes on to win a national championship. He gets his Heisman, and now he's still playing with a bunch of the guys that made that happen. I mean, him and Jamar Chase, they've got amazing off-field chemistry.
Yeah.
And it's proven to be a success factor.
Yeah, because I know you're a big mock draft guy, but when it came to that Jamar Chase pick,
I didn't like it at all.
You still think it's bad or?
Okay.
Well, I don't.
I mean.
But even then, though, because he's getting hammered. That's not good even in your second year, though. Getting killed like that. I know the defensive line got a little better than last year. It was worse last year.
He was worse last year, but I mean, again, it's that rookie kind of hangover. Yeah, he's been playing big games before and had those clutch performances. But look what he's also kind of come around to it now. He's hit over 1,000 yards receiving on the year, plus over 600 yards after the catch. Yeah. That's a big factor in what makes him such a strong weapon that you need to remember too.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be in the Super Bowl wasn't for Jamar Chase.
Absolutely not.
That's the thing, right?
Right.
Fuck, I don't know. They have a sick team though, because they got. I love Jesse Bates on the defensive side of the ball.
Yes.
He's. I remember going into the year. I'm like, this guy's an X factor.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And that's what everybody's forgotten about too. I think when you really look at it in terms of just scoring, the Bengals have, without a doubt, been probably the strongest defense in the league since Week 14.
Yeah.
And they proved it even last week against KC. Obviously they had that first half that they wanted to forget about, but they made the adjustments that they needed to get ahead of the game. They had Patrick Mahomes scrambling like he was trying to turn into an egg. I couldn't believe that. And what was really interesting is especially how they made the most of just a 3-man rush package. Yeah. They're not going heavy on 4-man rush. They're not going on big on blitzes. Yeah. But on a 3-man rush, having that extra player as a free kind of spy or an outlook where he could cover different receivers, they, using that scheme, held Patrick Mahomes to a 33 QB rating. That is insane.
Crazy. In Kansas City.
In Kansas City, exactly.
Yeah, no, I know Geno Atkins still balling too,
he is.
At this fucking age.
Yeah. And
then just like you were saying with the 3-man rush, the guy obviously our Buckeye Sam Hubbard, he's right at outside linebacker as well, right? And
absolutely.
You got him, Von Bell's in the back, Eli Apple's at corner, right? So a lot of Buckeyes everywhere. So I love seeing. I swear to God, it's a Buckeye battle this year.
It is. Baby.
I swear, once we got past the divisional, there was never any Buckeyes the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Now we got them both in the Super Bowl, so
yeah, it's super.
Even Jordan Fuller on the Rams side of the ball as well. So that's it. But obviously, Cincy, I'd rather win. But overall, just this year, even we were saying before, them just coming on, I think the guy I feel bad for the worst. I know he's got a lot of weapons now. AJ Green, that guy was there the whole time.
He was, and then he made his move. He made his change that he needed to.
But did they let him go, or is that what they just let him walk, or something?
I think they did.
Yeah.
I think in some ways they did. Yeah. And you hate to see it because he was such a staple of their receiving corps for such a long time. I mean, when you thought of the Bengals, you just thought of AJ Green, but. Now, it seems like everybody else is coming to play. Yeah, you got Jamar Chase. You've got Joe Mixon, who maybe he's not the rushing discussion of the year, but he's still done enough of a job that he deserves to be in the conversation a little bit more. And he's also proven that he's really good in the receiving game too.
Yeah.
So he can be a part of that.
T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. A lot of better weapons than AJ Green, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. But AJ can still ball though.
Yeah, but
not the same, obviously. He was second best receiver next to Megatron for years.
Yep.
And I think he still was. I think at the time.
Absolutely.
Until Megatron was gone, right? So I don't know. Just it's kind of salty for him, but fuck, man, the Bengals, man, from not winning a playoff game to fucking going all the freaking way, dude. I can't.
Exactly, and it's just it's wild to think that being a number 1 seed in the league is not a guarantee this year at all. We saw how the Titans got dropped off. We KC got dropped off. Green Bay out of the picture. Tampa Bay gone.
Yeah.
But that's just it. They're playing they have so much talent, but they're playing so youthfully. And I don't want to say that carefree, but they're definitely enjoying and embracing the moment. And I think that is going to be very helpful for them because you have a lot of those younger guys that they've never been in a bowl before, but they have played in some big games. So I think they're not going to be as jittery during the matchup. I think they're going to be able to settle in relatively quickly and get into a rhythm. And then we'll see how it falls from there.
It's kind of funny that you say play loosely because I think they're playing with house money and they have been the entire time. They know they nobody expected them to be here. So at this point, it's just like, just play ball.
Exactly. Let the kids play.
That's what I'm saying. There's no pressure. I remember at the beginning of the year, in the preseason, I was thinking, because I watch Flemlo Raps, right? So all the time he's a Bengals fan. He always does videos with the Bengals.
He does.
And I remember what he said, and I agree with him too. He said the most, I think their top ceiling, which was unlikely, but was 10 wins.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I was able to see potentially 10 wins because I thought, you know what? They have solid players on their team. It's just the defensive line you worry about, and you worry about the defense is going to be more better than stingy, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's just it. I mean, maybe the defense hasn't been as great. I mean, I think Burrow actually was the most sacked quarterback in the league this year. He got sacked. I think he was at 50 or 51. So, but even still, that didn't really seem to faze them all that much because again, they still were able to make plays when it happened. We saw how that worked out for them last week, especially with that late interception that made the win possible in overtime.
Yeah.
So they're proving that what's the greatest thing in the world in sports. The difference between a winner and a loser is having the ability to rise to the occasion, and the defense for the Bengals is doing exactly that.
Yeah, no, they're playing incredible. So I don't know. Are you? The big question in the room, Angelo? Are you he declared himself? I remember before Joe Burrow. Actually, that could be his name. That could be his name.
Juro, eh? Joe Cool is good, but Juro, you might be onto something there.
I made a mistake, but maybe I don't know. Maybe that's something. I'm gonna make merch.
They can start selling Juros at
Juros. It's almost churros.
Oh, jeez.
Yo, is that a more marketing idea right there?
I think
nobody take it, please.
Yeah, I think Off the Rep needs to get some trademarks. We may be onto something.
100%. But what I was gonna say is, I remember when he got drafted. You were saying you were a Bengals fan. Is that still true?
I guess it never took away
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
I just happened to be a fan.
I did declare myself a Bengals fan when he was drafted.
Was that just spur of the moment?
I guess.
That's what it was?
But hey, I guess I'm a Bengals fan.
Were you a fan of any team before? Because I remember you liked the Pats. You would be like, oh, let's go, every time they won.
No, I don't really have a team.
Oh, jeez. So all that entire time you were just playing along, yeah?
Basically.
Wow, that just ruins my whole high school experience, I guess.
Yeah.
No, hey, there's always room on the bandwagon. Let them come along.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Now I'm on the Bengals one. So
I mean, everybody hopped off the bandwagon when Tom left, but now they came back, I think.
That's right.
So, I don't know. Do you think Tom's going to win MVP, though, on NFL Honors Night? Or?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I think there's a lot of different possibilities. I mean, a lot of people were advocating for Cooper Kupp because he was absolutely disgusting at receiver this year. A lot of guys were also talking about Jonathan Taylor and how valuable he was for the Indianapolis Colts. But historically, they just don't give it to position players, which it's kind
of bullshit. Yeah,
it is.
It's not the best QB award,
Exactly right. I mean, if it were me, I don't know. I think it's almost a split between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, even though personally I wasn't a big fan of some of Rodgers off-field antics.
That's what I was.
That was kind of a detractor, especially the whole COVID situation. But also, you also have to look at him being able to play through that toe injury that he had, and still being able to really produce for that team. So I might give a slight edge to Aaron on that one.
Yeah, because apparently, according to the betting odds, Aaron Rodgers is the clear favorite. But I have a feeling they'll give it to Tom Brady just because of those. They didn't like, I think, how that anti-vax shit went with the news.
Yeah. And
I feel like the narrative, in his last thing, win MVP. I think they're gonna give it to Tom, even though I don't think he deserves it over Aaron. I think in terms of football, I think Aaron Rodgers should be the MVP again. I think it's a thing.
I would agree, and it's certainly not to discredit Tom Brady. I mean, for crying out loud, 5,300 yards at 44 years old.
I know.
What youth serum is he on, and where can we get it?
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
Yeah, but I'd probably say Aaron's got the edge on this one.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go to him though.
Yeah,
I just don't think. A lot of things in sports is politics, right?
That's just it, man.
Even fucking when I played football, there's politics in it. So imagine fucking the National Football League. It's like the biggest mafia pro.
Well, you're not even kidding because Goodell is literally related to, I think if it's not a U.S. senator, I think a congressman.
You're kidding, actually.
I'm not joking.
Related. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, or an in-law or something like that.
Oh my god. Dude.
Yeah.
Of course, right in there, eh?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
I don't think anybody likes Roger fucking Goodell.
No.
I don't think so. What a freaking clown.
Fuck Goodell.
Like, honestly. I don't know, like, I feel like he'll be in power, though, forever, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna, like, want to hold on like Bernie Ecclestone in F1.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, freaking Gary Bettman's fucking still there, too. Like,
Yeah.
Fucking another out-of-culture guy over there.
He's out of
Just a
touch.
bit.
Like,
Yeah.
all I can think of with Gary Bettman is he's just got this defibrillator on Arizona and just trying to make it work for the Coyotes. It's like, oh yeah, there's a market. Dude, you're moving the team to a stadium of a 5,000 fan capacity. That's a joke.
Yeah, no. It's sold out tonight.
Yeah, it was a sold out crowd.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dude,
Wow.
the Oshawa Generals will like frequently fill out their rink more.
Will they
than
actually?
the Coyotes.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fucking bad, eh?
It's so bad.
Professional fucking team. Big, what do they call it? Like, the NHL sport, like the Big Four, right?
Yeah.
Like North American sports, right?
Absolutely.
So that's pretty fucking embarrassing. But
It is pretty brutal.
I don't know. Is there any NFL stadium, any NFL fan base that struggles like that? Like, or like, what's the worst probably? Like, I wonder.
That's a great question.
I would say Chargers, like we were saying before, but I don't know. It's a new stadium though.
Well, I mean, if we're going to talk about just worse fan bases, I mean, in terms of toxicity, Dallas, I am looking at you.
Yeah.
You know what you're about. Own it. But in terms of actual cities, I might actually say Houston. They're just turning into an absolute dumpster fire.
Yeah,
right now.
I mean, like, honestly, if I was a Texans fan, I'd be really frustrated. But
No, me too.
I don't even know what's going on. Like,
Yeah.
you fire a first-year head coach, like,
Yeah. Well,
what
yeah.
the fuck is that, dude? Like,
Yeah, like he hasn't had enough time to really like even start to clean up the mess that happened from the last guy.
yeah.
Yeah, they literally left a hole as big as the one in the old guy's chin.
If you guys are curious, the actual worst attendance rating for NFL teams is Philadelphia.
What?
Really?
88%.
The Eagles.
Maybe.
Oh, wait, I'm very intelligent.
Wait,
One
that's the
sec.
highest.
Sorry, I lied.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, no, it is
Mr.
a
Analyst.
lower.
Okay, we're
Right.
going back to the editing booth on this one.
Sorry, Vince.
What do you think? it
Here
is?
we are. Holy. Cleveland's got the overall highest,
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, dog
and the
pound.
lowest is the Washington
Okay,
Commanders.
Oh,
okay, that
course.
makes
The
sense.
Commanders.
The Commanders, yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Who's second then, if they don't count?
Detroit,
Oh.
Jets, Giants, Jacksonville,
Yeah, garbage,
Cincinnati.
garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything you'd expect.
but the Washington Commanders. What the fuck is that, by
Rest
the way?
in peace.
I would have rather had defenders. I know you say they don't defend shit, but
Yeah.
like I think I'd rather defenders.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they've got command over absolutely nothing in terms of just having like any kind of like positive image right now. Dan Snyder just
What a
needs to
fucking
go
idiot.
away like for a very, very long time.
I know. But you know what's funny though? He's a clown, and then also the other Dan Schneider of fucking Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
What another fucking idiot.
Right?
What's with that name, man? Dan Schneider, eh? Like different, spelled different, obviously. But
Yeah, for sure.
all
I mean,
fucking idiots.
I mean, they
eh?
had like Red Hogs. That would have been funny because at least you kind of have like the tie into like a pigskin and stuff. But then people
Oh.
probably would have gotten all pissed off. Honestly, it was going to be a no-win scenario no matter what. There is no possible good outcome.
You should just kept the football team.
Like just like go football team. Like.
It's
Yeah.
solid. It's better than the Commanders.
Even like just the Washington Wildcats, give a nod to the Simpsons.
But you don't think they could have called themselves like Washington FT, like like TFC, like
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be really cool.
go FT WFT.
Yeah, no, the
WTF.
the Washington Commanders are actually so bad attendance-wise. They're only got 64%.
But maybe it might go up because they'll be the
Capacity.
actual Commanders this year.
I don't know about that.
Because they're gonna command their attendance. That's
What
they're
is
gonna do.
cool is that the Chiefs and Minnesota have 100.4%.
What?
So they've
Wow.
So what is that? Like?
oversold out somehow.
So what are they like putting people on the side of the fucking roof?
Probably.
Yeah, there's 6 teams over 100%. New England, Cleveland, LA, the Rams. Not
The Pats are up there too.
Yeah, they're at 100%.
Really?
Dead on.
Oh, I believe that.
Wow.
Yeah. I believe
LA,
that.
Denver,
Sometimes I don't know.
Minnesota,
Sometimes I feel
Kansas
like-
City.
Sometimes I feel like because I remember back then, like before the Brady days, it was hard, tough. Like
Yeah.
filling that stadium, like.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the location was just absolute disaster. The old stadium was just like falling apart and super
Yeah.
dilapidated, and even the old owner was involved in a sexual harassment
Yeah.
incident, and there was just nothing good coming out of it.
It's kind of not in a good location now, but he made it nice. Like,
Oh, they made it much nicer.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like it's still not great. Like I've been there. Like it's literally straight off a fucking highway. Like,
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes out of fucking Boston.
Yeah.
So how great is that? Like that's. I mean, it's still better than Orchard Park, New York. But
And like I say, it's the titles and the history that make it cool.
That's true. It's Title Town, right?
Exactly.
Well, is Foxborough Title Town or is it Boston?
Boston.
Yeah, probably Boston.
Absolutely.
But they consider the Pats part of there.
Yeah,
I mean, what's closer? That's the thing. Providence, Rhode Island, or is it like? Because I know sometimes. Remember when they would leave for the Super Bowl and they do the little rally?
Oh, sure.
They would do it in Providence.
Yep.
So I wonder if it's like where it is.
It could be, but it could also be like a link-up point for like everybody like in Delaware, New Hampshire, and Connecticut and stuff.
So
like
all
that.
that East Coast bunchy.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody just rips down their bolts and big party.
Yeah, Delaware, the original U.S. state, the first one.
Yep.
I'll never forget you, Delaware. You should get an NFL team. NFL team. Delaware Ding Dongs.
Oh boy.
God.
No, the Delaware Clams.
The clams, yeah. No, we're right by the fucking coast, right? Fishing and stuff. It's like Delaware's probably like the Newfoundland of fucking U.S. probably. I would say. You think?
It's certainly up there. I might say if you just want to talk about very quirky culture as well as like absolutely messed up accents, I'm going to Louisiana.
Oh yeah, the Bayou.
Yeah, the Bayou. Yeah, like
the gumbo.
Yeah, like if you ever watch like 10 seconds of Down East Dickering, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. Louisiana. I want to go there one time though, honestly. Go to Baton Rouge, watch a...
Absolutely, go to Lafayette and get yourself some proper French Quarter cuisine.
I mean, yeah, I'm French, so I'll go right in. Mardi Gras.
There you go.
Have some pancakes,
Go
maybe.
Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers. Or the Saints. Who dat? Who dat nation? The problem is you gotta be careful with New Orleans. I don't want to get shot, so it's the same fucking time. But I heard it's really nice though. So
Just say Just say New Orleans, right?
New Orleans.
Don't say New Orleans.
I never say New Orleans.
I know. I'm just saying.
New Orleans.
Nolans.
If you go there and you say New Orleans,
Most people say New Orleans around here. Like they'll be like New Orleans.
Yeah.
Lean what?
They wouldn't
Lean
say-
beef? Fuck.
Or no, we're Canadians. We just say New Orleans is sinking and we don't want to swim.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I don't know. It's gonna be. Wasn't Orleans like a place in like Orleans is in Quebec or something like that?
No, Orleans is in France.
Oh, in France. But maybe there might be like a town in Quebec. Maybe
Probably.
there might be.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I feel like I've seen that somewhere. But yeah, no. Back to football though.
Yeah, back to the bowl. Back to the big game.
Back to the bowl. I don't know. This season was really fun though. Honestly, like
That was super fun.
it was so fucked though. Like it was all over the place. Like I didn't. There wasn't one clear cut favorite, right? Like
Yeah, it
still-
certainly.
season started.
It didn't really seem like that. Like each conference, you had your top three. I mean, the AFC, you basically it came down to Kansas City, Buffalo, and the Titans. Then on the NFC side of things, you got the Rams, the Buccaneers, and the Packers.
Mm. Well, where do you guys think? Because I'm sure you watch our reactions when we react to the Bills games this year, and then obviously the one where we got shellacked, obviously.
Yep.
Very painful. I still upload that. I'm not a coward, so I still edited that. That was very painful. That was painful to watch, dude. Like I had to find the highlights of the touchdowns. It's like
It was like I'm just crying in a corner, just trying to clap for Kendrick Bourne because it seemed like he was the only guy they were connecting with, and Spike getting dildos thrown at him.
Oh my god, dude! I remember when I told you that, I was like, "Yo, there's a fucking dildo there." He's like,
it's a great Buffalo tradition. It really is.
Like literally, just
it's right up there with missing field goals.
Like you're sneaking a dildo into the stadium though. Like what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's just what they do.
But you know what? I had a good laugh editing the Bills Chiefs game because that was fucking hilarious.
It was like I thought Gabriel Davis was going to single-handedly like run away with it for the Bills completely, but then overtime happens, and like I wish the NFL would change the overtime rules because I think it really does suck. Where it's like okay, first to score like wins or whatever, which I kind of get for other sports.
It should be college,
right? But it's just like each team should get a chance at possession. But at the same time, I can't quite complain about that because that very rule allowed the Patriots to beat KC with that Rexburg head touchdown that sent us to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then many Super Bowl Super Bowl 51.
Yeah,
it's Atlanta.
Yeah.
So as soon as we won that coin toss, we win. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's fucked. But I we won it obviously, but I don't agree with it still. Like,
yeah.
I still know the flaw.
Like you get it based on principle, but it still just leaves a bad taste in your mouth as a fan, right?
No, it's not fair. You should at least have one chance. Like,
yeah.
Like I get it. Like maybe K ended it there.
Yeah.
But
or they'll just say, "Oh, well, your defense had a chance to stop them, but they didn't." So.
Yeah, I know. It's just dumb. Like
yeah.
The college one is so thrilling though. Like especially now where they force you after. Because like remember, I don't know if you remember a couple years ago, like LSU Texas A&M went to like
Yeah, they
8
went-
OT,
mhm.
9 OT maybe. I don't know.
All I know is the score was in the 80s.
Like I couldn't fucking believe it. I was like, oh, I remember this game was on at 4 o'clock. I'm like, it's on at fucking 10 o'clock. I was like,
or how about was it like a week or two ago? The Raptors went to triple overtime
Yes.
against Miami.
How does that happen?
That was
Like,
insane.
fuck.
It was like the first time ever in the league history that was
Exactly.
like 4 or 5 players played for like over 50 minutes.
Exactly.
That's nuts.
But at least how college changed it though,
Yeah.
where they after double overtime, everybody's got to go for 2.
Yep.
So and that pretty much usually will get you past it, right? 'Cause somebody's gonna score. You start at the what, 25, 30 or something like that.
Exactly.
So it's just better that way, I think, and it's fun and more fun to watch too. Right?
Way more
It's
fun.
not so like it's nerve wracking, but it's not like fuck, dude. If we let them score, we fucking lose, dude. Like
it's over.
we don't have a chance. It all matters on a coin toss.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, football fucking coin. I remember like
Just follow the Matthew Slater rule. Always call heads.
yeah. I remember when he did it that
That's
time.
right.
It's fucking, I love it. I love that guy.
Give me that
But,
basket scoop.
I know. But what I was saying about the pass before, I forgot to say. But like I know, like now everybody's thinking we're done now. Yeah. Like everybody, like Buffalo fans. Oh, it's done. Like the East is done. Boy,
Nah.
you literally just got it right at the end. So.
Yeah.
But let's make that clear there.
That's it.
I don't know. I have optimism for this year. I think it's just.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think like. I feel like if we had Cam, we would have won more games at the beginning and then I think Mac. But then again, it probably evened out because Mac did so well after.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because you think that like Cam right off the bat would have got you wins, right?
Yeah, I think so too. And a lot of those like games were much closer than I think people give them credit for. I mean, I think there was just a few bad turnovers, just interceptions that didn't quite go that well. I mean, there would have been at least like 2 or 3 wins like right there, and then we would have been right back in the top of the discussion. But
I know.
hey, life goes on, and all you can do is just learn and grow.
Yeah, like that Dallas game was tough.
Very tough.
The Miami game.
My game, don't even get me started on that. Oh,
Fuck, dude.
That was-
Even the last Miami game just pissed me off too. Like it wasn't a buzzer. Like wasn't like one of those like you were pissed off or anything. But
Yeah.
just, I don't know. It was just crazy. I don't know. I'm excited for next season and stuff. The fantasy season was good.
Yeah, defensively very, very good.
Yeah. No, I know. And just what did you guys think of fantasy football this year? It was.
I'm just glad I didn't finish dead last.
Yeah.
I think a lot of changes could have been made. I think with drafting and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
definitely a pretty fun season all around.
Yeah.
Thank you, New Orleans, for starting a 3rd stringer from Notre Dame. That single-handedly
Yeah.
saved me.
So were you watching that live?
Absolutely, I was.
So like, what was that? Okay, when I was watching that live, so just some context for some people. Damon and our buddy Ruben, who's been in some videos too, were in the last place match in our fantasy league, and pretty much the loser obviously came down to Monday night. You didn't have anybody, but he had the New Orleans defense, and he had Ian Book,
Yes.
quarterback in Notre Dame before.
Yep.
So, and it came down to, it was in the 4th quarter. I think he was up like what, like maybe like 1 point something on you.
Yeah, basically, yeah, it was like 4th quarter, and I was like just kind of like hanging on. There was only maybe like about a 10 or 12 point gap between me and him going into that game, so all he had to do was just make up those points, and he was going to get the win.
Yeah.
But like Ian Book, obviously 3rd stringer, again, first starter ever in the league. He's not going to have a ton of confidence. He's not going to be totally familiar with offensive schemes. You can't expect much. Sure enough, he got sacked at least 7 times.
Yeah.
But late in the quarter, I'm like just hanging on because he's just kind of handing off the ball, and I'm just saying, okay, just get it to Kamara, just let him do the work. Well, he makes a garbage time, like 41-yard pass completion, and it puts Ruben ahead with a 2-point gap on me. So I'm thinking, oh no, I'm done. I got to do the loser punishment. So no sooner does that happen, right after that 41-yard pass completion, all of a sudden, wham, throws it for an interception. That drops him by 3 points, and I ended up winning that weekly matchup by like 0.9. I was jumping around in my living room like, I should not be that excited for an 11th place finish.
Yeah, I know.
But just escaping from like the thinnest of margins, I couldn't have been happier.
Oh, because I remember like right before that play, I'm like, oh my god, it's 4th down. I'm like, he might force this and throw a pick. Like this is not over. Like that's why I thought. I was like, and I see him like he's scrambling. I'm like, he's forcing it. I was like, oh dude, he picked it. I'm like, what are the fucking odds? Like that was like almost you made a call. You went like, Sean Payton, okay, you're retiring, right? Just fucking throw a fucking pick.
Yeah, just do it. Send it back.
Inside information. That's crazy though. Fuck. Did you like seeing some of those punishments that came up like?
There were a lot of sighs of relief.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can tell it's evolved over the years. Like
it's very
people get more creative.
Yeah, we were way too timid like the first year. And to give everybody some context, I was the guy that proposed the whole idea in the first place.
And you set up how it would be done. Like,
Yeah, I explained, here's how we're going to do it. We'll let the guys vote. We'll choose between the commish, the champion, and then do the community vote. And, well, what do? I go and lose the whole damn thing the first year. So, me thinking it's hilarious, I just decided to crank it to 100 to be like, yeah, let's have me do it. Why the hell not?
Yeah, I know. Let's test this out, right? Trial and error.
Oh, man.
Experiment. God, dude, that was bad.
But
I know, like, he's got to do the lemonade stand, which is on the side of the fucking road. Like,
yeah, so for those of you that may be interested, later on this year, our good friend Ruben is going to be running a lemonade stand right off of Highway 50 here in Bolton.
Yes.
I believe he's not allowed to leave until he collects at least
like, what,
20 or 30 bucks?
I think it was 20 bucks.
Yeah, so, make sure you give him 25 cents a cup, make him earn it. But it will be during rush hour traffic, and I'm sure we'll get a good.
He said fucking handmade fucking signs. So it's like Ruben's lemonade. That's
Yeah.
so stupid, man. Like, it's so dumb.
Oh god.
Dude.
I still would have loved to see the Jackson Hole TikTok recreation. That
would have been the best.
Okay.
That would have been I feel like that would have been the most embarrassing.
But I'm gonna propose an idea. If
no.
E-Man ever came last, imagine if he had to do the Mahomes shit.
Oh no.
I think we all have to. That has to be like a thing. We all have to like vote for that.
Yeah, I know. Do it. Imagine though, like.
I think
that
we
twerk thing,
we may have we actually have to do it a step further. We may actually have to do the Jackson Mahomes mechanical bull challenge, where not only does he have to be filmed riding a mechanical bull, but he's got to get a chick to do it with him.
Oh my god, dude! Like, I think that's another punishment in itself.
Absolutely.
I think maybe we can make 2 out of 3 make it. So 2 to 3 chances you're doing Jackson Mahomes.
No, we can't do him dirty like that.
Fuck it.
Well, we can try.
With the bull?
Oh
my god, dude! Like, that'd be
That's just.
That'd be so funny.
Credit to him. As soon as that leaked, I think we all just thought, wow, he's really taking this loss well.
Yeah, I know. Well, do you think that was just maybe like a lapse in judgment, like for him? Like maybe he's still like
It's a
he's
moot
still as
point.
cringe as
Everything
we
he posts on social media is a complete lapse of judgment.
Well, like, what's wrong with that guy though? Like, he just seems like, does he actually have a job? Like,
I don't think so.
Like,
I know he has like a fashion line and stuff, of,
Why
like
is that,
like
dude?
urban girl and stuff. But honestly, like, dude, like. It's sad because like he was actually a pretty decent like high school basketball player, but then I guess he just kind of shifted in a different direction. And now let's face it, you're riding off the coattails of your brother.
yeah.
No,
but I mean, if I was doing that, I at least want to like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to embarrass my brother.
that's what I'm
the one
saying.
thing I
Yeah,
wouldn't
like,
do,
dude,
right?
keep it low key.
His
But now
wife
it's
is
just constant
embarrassing enough.
cringe and
God.
embarrassment, and his wife's just as bad too.
God, dude.
She can't see an NFL article saying Josh Allen may be a better quarterback on paper than Mahomes without her absolutely going off. And even that one win, she's in her like warm private booth, freaking spraying champagne all over the fans. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, but even then, like, you remember when she said, like, oh, to all those, like, fans, like, oh, Tom Brady's in his 40s, like, Patrick is, like, 25 or something like that. He can win, like, more. Why are you saying that? Like, what about if you, like, jinx him, he has, like, a career-ending injury? Like, that's, like, I like Patrick. Patrick looks like, honestly, a nice guy. Like, he looks like a genuinely nice person.
Yeah, great athlete,
Quiet,
pretty grounded, humble, he's already gotten a championship and he's still got a ton of career left in him. I don't think we've heard the end of him yet, even though the Chiefs are kind of going through maybe a shaky thing right now. Maybe they've lost a little bit of their identity, or maybe they've gotten a little too confident, where they've just kind of gotten this pattern of just beating themselves.
Yeah, no, but I respect him for, like, obviously being with his girl that he was back in, like, what, high school or something like that? But, guys, like you could have had anybody else.
You gotta tone it down.
You could have had anybody else. You could have had Angelina Grande. You could have had somebody else, man. Like, as somebody fucking else, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's better than fucking her, right? So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
You could just be like Aaron Rodgers and just cut off everybody.
Yeah. That's what everybody was saying, dude.
Right, just let him go. Make like Frozen, let him go.
They just cut off fucking everything. The brother was on. I forgot, like, because I remember from back in the day. I remember this, but I never knew about the family situation.
Mm-hmm.
But recently, I found out. You remember his brother was on the fucking Bachelor or Bachelorette or something like that.
Yeah, he was.
Jordan Rodgers, is that his name?
I think so. Yeah, I remember that.
God, dude, there's like girls thirsting all over. What is it? Is the Bachelor? Bachelor is the one that the guy is the one.
That's right.
For it. Bachelorette's the opposite.
Exactly.
What the fuck, dude? Come on. I don't blame Aaron.
Yeah.
I didn't want to associate with that.
Exactly. You've already got the alpha when one is on Jeopardy as the host.
Yeah.
And the other's on The Bachelor.
Actually, I'm seeing like weird parallels actually now that I'm thinking about that with Mahomes, because Aaron Rodgers has obviously his brother on The Bachelor.
Yeah.
And then do you remember that show? I don't know if it was pre-Mahomes. Remember Catching Kelsey?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was like his own Bachelor show, but it was like less competition wise.
Oh no.
It was called Catching Kelsey. There's like girls just like trying to like be his man. Like it was like
That's so bad.
Well, why would he do that?
That's
Like,
just
I
so
don't fucking get that. Like,
honestly, I think that's him just trying to be like Gronk. Like Gronk is an absolute party animal, and like he's got.
I don't even think he does that though. Like,
well, he doesn't have to. Like he already landed a girl that was one of the Sports Illustrated swimsuit models, and he didn't have to make a friggin' TV show to gloat about it. It's just look, I'm Gronk, I'm awesome, life's great, let's go party. Whereas like Kelsey, it just feels forced. Don't get me wrong. Phenomenal tight end. Definitely one of the top to ever do it. He's going to be in that conversation, but I don't know. It's just, in some ways, it feels like a tryhard.
Yeah, I actually have a funny story about Gronk because one of the guys at my work, he would go down to Miami a lot before COVID.
Yeah.
And Gronk was always in Miami. And he actually seen him twice. So he's seen him once in an elevator I think at his hotel. And like he literally, like, Gronk was in there. Like he was literally like, what's up? Like, and just the entire time he was like, Gronk was like the whole time, like,
oh, absolutely,
not fucking saying anything, like,
it's just
like this. I don't like. What is he fucking like?
Well, it's funny you mention that too. Like, I got a funny Gronk story too, in a sense. So, my old boss at my work, he was at a big conference for the company one year, and it's in the sporting goods industry. So you have some of those big vendors come out, like Nike and Under Armour and Adidas. Mm-hmm. So Nike does a presentation on one of the days, and the keynote athlete that they brought out was Rob Gronkowski. And it was right after they had won the Seattle Super Bowl.
Oh, shit,
So he does a Q&A with the fans or whatever, and basically everybody that was able to ask a question, once he had answered it, he autographed a football and threw it to him. Well, my old boss was one of the people, so he got to ask a question. He signs off a Nike football, throws it off to him, he gets his photo taken with him. Well, right around the time that happened, it was a couple months after I had transferred from the store I was working at under him to a different location.
Yeah.
So literally the day that it happened, I'm just working my shift, and all of a sudden I get a text message, and he just sends me the photo of him and Gronk, and then a photo of the autographed ball, and all he said was, "Why did you leave me?" And I was just like, "No! Why would you do that to me?"
You would have met Gronk then.
I could have met Gronk, or be like, "Look, how much do you want for that ball? Like, I will get down on my knees."
He still has it probably, right?
Absolutely. No, that's awesome. Not going nowhere.
That's awesome.
Something like that is that, you can't sell. That's like something you're going to keep forever.
That might be the greatest tight end of all time, arguably, right? So
definitely up there.
But and then I actually have another story about what I said too. That same guy.
Yeah.
He was at a club and like Zeke was there, OBJ.
Oh, cool.
Gronk was there, and in one of the booths was Gronk. And then everyone's like, "Yo, Gronk, what's going on, bro?" And literally, I swear to fucking God, like in his words, literally just Mojo. That's all he kept saying. He kept saying that. Constantly.
Mojo.
No, but like he literally kept saying, like, they'd be like, "Yo, Gronk, like, what's up?" Like literally keep talking for like a couple minutes. Mojo. I think he's fucking brain dead. Honestly. Mojo. So every time I see him, I can't like unsee that. Like if I ever met him, I would just be like, just, like I wouldn't even know what to say, bro.
Oh no.
Mojo. So fucking funny, dude.
That's funny.
That's a good line. Gronk's definitely a good guy though. Like he's just I think he's a meathead though. I think he's a meathead.
Yeah, absolute meathead. Like Dairy raised weightlifter and just became a phenomenal athlete.
Yeah, 100%. Just like he's probably one of those guys right now. Like if he was like sitting right here, he'd be like, "Yeah, boy," start doing push-ups like on the floor. Like,
absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think Jules has said that before.
Oh, completely.
So just a fucking funny guy. I would love to meet like more NFL players.
Oh, me too.
I would love to just. Because obviously we live up here. I know you met T-Mobile, right?
Yeah, I met Tyrod Taylor. Who else did I meet? Randall Cobb. Met him too. Yeah, they were also at a work conference that I went to. It was when Tyrod was just named starter for Buffalo, and Cobb was still wide receiver with Green Bay before he was like traded, or he just ended up getting picked up as a free agent with other teams.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome. Fucking a lot of changes. But let's get back to the Super Bowl before we finish.
Yeah.
Let's do our predictions, I'd say. So I think we did this last year. It's obviously in the abyss now, obviously. That video, but obviously better than ever. So I'm thinking we do who's gonna win the Super Bowl, the score, and the Super Bowl MVP. So whoever wants to go first.
I don't want to go first. I gotta think in my head.
Damon, you want to go first? Did you the guess?
Yeah, I'll jump in. It's gonna be, I think, closer than most people think. I think on paper, everybody's leaning on the Rams because of just how strong their defensive line is, especially with Aaron Donald, especially with Von Miller. The big X factor in this game is going to be all about quarterback pressure. We know the Bengals aren't going to be a team that's just going to let Burrow drop back 7 yards, throw 20, 30-yard bombs all day. they're going to be aiming more towards the short pass game. We saw how they made that work against Kansas City, and I would not be surprised if they go for that same kind of like formula here. There's speculation if CJ Uzoma is going to be coming back because he had that leg injury, but there's a probability he might be coming back to play, which will also be a factor. But again, he's able to make it work with T. Higgins. He's able to make it work, obviously, with Jamar Chase. Even getting Joe Mixon in the throwing game seems to be working for them. And certainly Burrow himself, very dynamic athletic quarterback. He had at least 2 or 3 third down completions where he's had to rush himself over 6 yards. He's getting 5 yards a carry when he has to in those situations. So I think people need to give Cincinnati a little bit more credit than they deserve going into this one. But at the same time, you've also got the LA Rams. Stafford, again, has playoff experience. He's got significant experience, as do a number of the other players on the team. And with that, I think having that number 1 receiver in Cooper Kupp, having a very good deep ball threat in Odell Beckham Jr. and even Van Jefferson kind of as a dark horse. He can get in there in the mix too. Cam Akers is healthy. We haven't seen much in terms of the rush game just yet, I think, from the Rams. But again, he's had a whole off season to kind of recover from injury, and now he's back to form. So those are the big factors. If Cincinnati is able to get to Stafford in the pocket, that's going to create some problems, and I'm not so sure that they're going to be able to just make big connections with long ball throws. So that's something to consider too. And the other big thing too, I think not a lot of people are talking about, is the Sean McVay versus Zach Taylor conversation. Taylor was under McVay just a few years ago with the Rams, but now he's moved on to their own thing. You've got the two youngest coaches in the Super Bowl in league history, which is pretty cool to see. But in the last game, Sean McVay used both of his challenges early, didn't work out in his favor, and that cost him 2 very costly timeouts. And had San Francisco made that 1 interception completion, I think we would have seen a very different outcome in that game. But beyond that, McVay only threw 1 challenge the entire regular season. That didn't even come till week 18. So it'll be interesting to see if he is a little bit more kind of timid and quiet and just relies on his coordinators and just his whole coaching strategy for the game, or are we going to see him maybe get a little bit jumpy if things don't quite go their way? So the way I see it, the Rams are going to have to score early often, especially in the first half. They do not want to give the Bengals life. If it's me, on paper, I'm going to say that the Rams are going to win it. I'm going to call it a score of 31-28. And I'm going to call Stafford the MVP. But in my heart, I do want the Bengals to win it.
And wait, who's your Super Bowl MVP? Who'd you have to say?
Oh, Super Bowl MVP? If the Rams win it, I'm going with Stafford. All the way. If the Bengals win it, I got to go Burrow.
Okay. What do you think, Ange?
A lot of good points there, but I just, as a diehard Bengals fan.
No, I know you're like, you bleed
till
orange.
the day I die. Yeah, it's just like
it's orange in your veins.
Yeah, as you can see it.
He's earned his stripes.
I mean, I'm gonna realistically I'm gonna say the Bengals, and this is the fun part of the score. I'm gonna go with a very, very lovely 21-17. It's gonna be a low scoring game.
Wow. Okay.
And of course, just the Bengals, instead of having to fight back and win, I feel like they're going to be comfortable the entire game. It's just going to be a matter. I feel like it's going to be a defensive game. What happened the last time when the Rams were in the Super Bowl?
Defensive game, the Pats. Oh, well, I'm wearing the Rams jersey, but
Get him out of here.
Gilly, man.
Even Gronk's catch was big.
I feel like it'll be a defensive game.
Yeah.
And not a lot of turnovers. It'll just be a nice little battle.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too boring, but and hopefully Joe Burrow can get his. If he wins, I'd love to see. He's got to smoke the cigar right there.
Yeah. Just light it up right on the field.
So awesome.
Are you saying he wins Super Bowl MVP? I guess. Yeah.
Oh shoot! You didn't? Did you say your Super Bowl MVP?
Yep.
Oh, you did. Jamar Chase.
Okay. It's not even your guy Joe Burrow then.
No, sorry.
Idiot you are, man. He's not gonna win anymore.
Jumping on like that already.
He's not gonna win anymore.
Let the man have his opinion.
Yeah. For me, I'm just gonna try and use logic here, right? Just like my actual football knowledge speaking.
We don't like that around here.
No. I think
actually using thought and due process.
Yeah. What's that?
Like, what? Who
especially
does that?
on this channel? What? Come on, I don't do that.
No.
Today I'll actually speak though. I think I'll say the score 34-14 the LA Rams, I think.
Oh, wow.
I think they win like that. And I think Aaron Donald's going to win Super Bowl MVP. I think he's going to add another more hardware to his. I think that's one thing he's missing is that Super Bowl. And then imagine Super Bowl MVP. Like a lot of people say he's like could be the best player in the world, right? Just because he plays defensive side of the ball. Right?
Absolutely, he's definitely like right up there.
He's a truck
in terms of top player in the league.
He's a truck, right? I know. I just think Aaron Donald is just like incredible. Don't get me wrong. I want Cincy to win. Okay, I do. As much as you see.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
I actually want Cincy to win. I remember I actually screwed up. I could have got last year as well on clearance the AJ Green one a few weeks later.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'll get it later. It was sold out after, so I would have gotten $60 AJ Green. So I would have wore that today if I had it.
Yeah.
But I think I would like Cincy to win. If the Rams win, I won't be upset either. But I think the Rams. I think they're just. I don't even think it's even the home field advantage. I don't think they really have home field advantage.
I don't think so either.
It's so fake.
Yeah, well, that's just it, right? Like, yeah, it is technically their home field, and maybe they're going to be familiar with their locker rooms and how many steps it takes to get to the turf. But in terms of the actual crowd, I think you're going to see a little bit more dedication towards the Cincinnati side because they haven't had a Super Bowl in over 30 years. You're going to see a lot of diehards, making that investment to go get the tickets and stuff.
Yeah.
And again, it's just going to be super saturated with, influencers and celebrities. I mean, let's face it. If you were to honestly ask like every single fan in that crowd, are they there for the experience in the halftime show or are they there for the actual game?
Probably the halftime show.
Yeah.
That's bad though. Like,
right?
It sounds so bad. Like,
well, and again, it's credit to just how awesome it's going to be, but at the same time, it's just like, man, we're supposed to be here for the game.
Yeah, I know. Like, you know how many people would die if I can go to that game? Like,
honestly,
they can't afford it, obviously.
Yeah, some tickets are going for like $30,000 to $40,000.
Yeah.
American.
Like I'm telling you, if I ever won big money, I would go to the national championship and the Super Bowl.
Oh, me too.
That's what I do. Just like a crazy bucket list thing.
Absolutely.
So
how would you not?
No, seriously. I don't know how you wouldn't. And one of those bucket list things. Hopefully we could do it one day. That'd be really cool.
That would be cool.
Maybe if this YouTube channel.
Do an off the rip vlog of the big games.
So the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We're either actually going to be in the Super Bowl or we're going to be in the parking lot. Which other one we can afford, right?
Yeah.
So if you keep watching the videos, maybe you can actually get us in. So
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're monetized now. So
yeah. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Keep making that paper.
Yeah, we gotta make it somewhere, right? So we can promote Angelo from Timmy's to just a computer.
That's right. We're gonna afford that haircut in no time.
Yeah, exactly.
No. It costs $1 million.
Well, the Super Bowl is in the place I want to move, so I love LA. So
yeah,
it's such a vibe there. Such a vibe. I'm sure it'll be a vibe at the Super Bowl too.
It will be.
I'm happy they do have an NFL team though. I just wish they didn't take St. Louis.
Oh, dude, they've got two.
And San Diego.
They've got two NFL
and
teams.
San Diego. I know. But San Diego didn't deserve to be taken from them.
Yeah.
And St. Louis, they should have expanded into LA.
Yeah. St. Louis didn't deserve it. I don't think.
Same with Oakland, with Vegas.
Yeah.
I'm okay with Vegas having one, but it should have expanded. I think that's.
I blame Oakland more for that one. Like, dude, just build a proper stadium that works for the A's.
It's fucking garbage out of their stadium.
Right.
So
it's so trash.
It's just awful. But anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully, you all enjoyed our special episode here. Just football dedication and a little bit of mojo.
Mojo.
That's fucking retarded. I can't do. That's too fucking funny. But yeah, guys. If you guys want to keep listening to the podcast, of course, you can do so on all the streaming platforms. We're on Anchor, all those Anchor ones, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Then we're on all the social media platforms, just like the influencers at the big game. Dixie D'Amelio is gonna be on our non-existent podcast next week. So yeah. They're all gonna fucking be there for sure, 100%.
Push the P on that one.
D'Amelio's. We should do the score of the D'Amelio sisters. Which one's gonna have the upper hand to get the closer ticket? I think that's the only score prediction we should have did. But
yeah,
no. I apologize for that in advance. But anyways, guys, thanks. Obviously, that was super fun. And
fun. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, no worries, man. That's a wrap for our Super Bowl 56 special. I got that right. Take care, guys. Later.